Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Underground, thunder bounce and I stop the ground like a million elephants, a silverback orangutan. You can't stop the train. Who wants to don't come? Welcome to the jungle. We got money. We got everything we want. Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue. Run to the hills. Run to let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wednesday edition of Liquid Lunch. As always, I am your host, Pi, and we're halfway through the week. So you all know what that means. It means one more day until the weekend. And of course, today is Hump Day. So who could forget that? Yeah, Hump Day. So we got quite a few stories today. At the moment, I'm kind of on my own. Raptor Mom is busy registering her dinosaurs for school. So she's taking care of that. She'll be here shortly. So I hope you guys have been having a pretty good week so far. It's not been too bad for me. It's Hump Day. I watched the vice presidential debates last night. And that was kind of interesting, I must say. I like to kind of look at things on a neutral basis, I guess. Is that the right word? Like kind of objectively, not taking any sides or anything. Yeah, yesterday was weird. It was weird. So the Democratic dude, I can't even remember his name. Like, his first name's Tim. I think it's Tim Kaine or something. Man, I don't like that guy at all. He's a douchebag. He's got no freaking manners. He wouldn't shut the fuck up. Like, I got it. It's a bait. The whole point of it is to kind of rile up the other dude and kind of get your points out. But when you get your points out, shouldn't you then, like, shut up so that the dude can respond? If the dude end up getting tongue-tied or can't really give as good as he's getting, then fine, I got it. Heckle him some more. But shut up and let the dude answer. This Tim Kaine guy just bugged the shit out of me. Just wouldn't shut up, and I hate that. It's a big pet peeve of mine. If you ask me a question or I'm trying to respond to something, shut the fuck up and let me respond to it. I would have probably gone across the table and knocked that dude out. But that was my opinion. Out of the two, just kind of trying to be neutral and being objective and all that kind of stuff, I think Pence showed a little bit more professionalism and actually looked the part. He kind of looked presidential. Just the way he looked, his demeanor, the way he carried himself. That Tim Kaine guy, what a hot mess. He looks like someone's high school teacher. Like the crazy science teacher or something. Oh, man. But if you guys got any kind of comments on that or you want to weigh in on that, let's not make it a pro one side or the other. Just trying a neutral type of thing. Give me a call, 415-889-8367. Or if you want to talk about anything else that's been going on in your life over the week or something you've seen come up in the media or around the world. But yeah, that thing was it was pretty funny. I got kind of pissed at times because the dude wouldn't shut up. Yeah, but apart from that, I thought it was pretty good. I thought there was a lot of back and forth. I thought on both sides they tried to scoot around some of the main topics. Yes, I think overall Pence won it. But like when it came down to like Trump's tax returns and some stuff Trump said, Pence kind of either avoided answering some of them questions or kind of deflected, which is, I mean, it's fine. I mean, that's what you want to do if you don't want to answer certain things. But I also think that Kane done the exact same thing, especially when Pence brought up like the emails. You could see in his face, in Kane's face, like the oh shit factor, like falling in, and he kind of shut up then. But it is what it is. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of it, right? Is to bring up crap about your opponent while answering the questions about yourself, and then I guess the whole primary point is pushing out information about your boss, whoever it is that's running for president. So I think Pence won that, if for no other reason, because that Kane dude just wouldn't shut up. Just to me, he didn't seem professional at all. It seemed like I think a high school debate is more professional than last night, because the dude just wouldn't shut up. But there you go. Tyler says, every freaking time they try to turn Pi into an unpaid Chippendale. What the hell? Did I miss something? Oh, wow. Well, in Boulder, Colorado, on the 14th of October, you guys might actually get to see me do the whole Chippendale thing. We've been throwing around ideas. I don't know if it happened or not. When it comes down to shit like that, I don't care. Whatever. It is what it is. So it'd be interesting. There's a lot of good stuff planned for Colorado. Redleg, as I said, Monday has been working hard behind the scenes. Once you guys see what Redleg's been putting together, it's phenomenal. It's awesome stuff. I'm going to have to look after Tyler. I can't scroll down right now. But yeah, I got no pants, Evelyn. No pants. Look. No pants. But there we go. So, that was the vice presidential debate. The one and only. There's not going to be another one of them. So I think Pence won that. The primary, or the second presidential debate is going on this Sunday. In Washington State somewhere. I'm not too sure where. But yeah, that's going down this Saturday, I'm sorry. So that should be interesting. I was thinking what I should do is go to one of these presidential debates wearing like the WTF Nation Radio t-shirt or something, and just kind of promote it, and then get a picture with like Trump and Hillary, and then like doctor the shit out of it. Like doctor it to have them wear a t-shirt or something, or even bring a t-shirt with us and then give it to them and have them hold it up. Oh man. So yeah, that'd be kind of interesting to go to one of them and mess with them guys. But I like I said, the next one's in Washington State. I'm not sure when where the one after that is being held. But I'm pretty sure tickets are already done for that. I'll look into it though. So that'd be interesting. So flicking through the news stories today, do you guys remember the Vietnam War Memorial that kept getting screwed up with graffiti? I think we talked about this maybe a month or so ago. The Vietnam War Memorial kept having graffiti put all over it, and then there'd be volunteers that go out there and scrub it off. And they finally caught that piece of shit. It was vandalized by a 24-year-old AC. I don't know what that stands for. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department taken into custody in the Explosion Park area on suspicion of felony vandalism. The subject is known by the moniker Litter, or Liter, Liter. But he is currently being held on a bail of $95,000. So what does that work out? I think that works out to like $9,500. Like you pay the bail bondsman like $9,500, and they put the ticket down for the rest. So he's gonna have to pay like 10 grand to get out of jail until his court date, which really isn't much. But I mean, I guess it's better than like $1,000 bail, so $100. So yeah, good on the judge. AC admitted to participating in the vandalism during the initial interview with lead detective Michael Thibodeau. These freaking names every time. Anyway, he later obtained a warrant to arrest him. 3 more taggers are suspected with the crime, according to the investigators. They are known as Pleb, Nana, and Snake. The moniker Nana has been linked to a Bay Area tagging group. Longtime Venice resident Stuart Oscars said the graffiti stretched on for about 100 feet, and it's like a direct attack, he said. If you have any sense of history, you'd never do this. So I hope these guys get freaking crucified. I don't know. Let me say, it was completely disrespectful. I mean, totally. But I mean, you got to look kind of big picture. Fair punishment to fit a crime. I'd say maybe 30 days in jail and like 6 months community service in like a VA hospital or something to do with veterans after they scrub all that shit off. Yeah, I think that would probably be fair. I mean, personally, not harsh enough, but I mean, yeah, you got to be fair. I mean, punishment fit the crime, and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, 6 months community service in a veteran or military-related thing, and then 30 days in jail. They have to get at least some jail time. I mean, you can't get away scot-free. Hey, what's up, Bobby?
What's going on, buddy?
Not much. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm fantastic.
So, are you still on the road, or did you get to your final destination?
No, I'm stopped halfway at more than halfway at some family member's house.
Oh, nice.
Staying a couple days.
So, for you guys that don't know, Bobby recently ETS'd, and he's now moving from, was it Texas?
Fort Polk, Louisiana.
Louisiana up to Oregon. So, he's taking that beautiful drive up country. Yeah. So, how's the trip so far, buddy?
Oh, it sucks. It was good until I got into California, right? And once I got into California, I was sitting there and I was thinking about it, and I was like, they recently just changed the gun law in this shithole of a state. So I Googleized it, and it's a felony charge. I was talking with Raptor 7 as well, and it's a felony charge for each magazine they find in your car that is capable of holding more than 10 rounds.
Damn.
So I was going the speed limit from the bottom part of California all the way up here.
I don't blame you, man. That's
The last thing I
ridiculous.
need to be put in prison in California.
Yeah, that's insane, man. Like, I don't understand it. Do you have a CCW?
Not in this state.
But all right, so does your CCW cover you in California? Because I know, like, there's a bunch of states that, like, if I get it in Ohio, I could pretty much go to any other state that recognizes it. Now, I know not all states recognize it as like a transferable thing. I just wondering if California was like that. Because if so, and you're just traveling through, would they still nab you on the more than 10 round magazine?
I think they would, because the way I was talking to Raptor 7, and because he's from the West Coast, he was living here for a while. So I asked him, and he said they're assholes. He's like, even some counties, the ammunition has to be separate from the gun, even if you're just driving through.
Right, I know that. I didn't know that was a California thing, but here in Ohio, before I joined the Army, so like at least 8 years ago, if you didn't have a CCW, and you were just normally transporting it or whatever, your ammunition had to be separate. Now, the minimum it could be is like in the back seat. So if you're in a driver's seat, as long as you turn around, you can't touch the ammunition or the weapon. So the weapon would be in the glove compartment, and then I would throw the magazine on the back seat. Now, if you could stretch out and reach it, that didn't count because you had to actually move from your current position. So that was kind of a loophole. But yeah, so I would throw it on the back seat and just a firearm in the glove compartment, and they're done.
Yeah, I just checked my CCW mine's from Oregon, so it doesn't get recognized in California.
James said California doesn't honor other state or government CCW. Man, fuck California. That earthquake needs to happen. Them guys need to drop off.
Just break off. Go hang out with Hawaii. What's going on over there?
I know, right? Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, California's nice. Like, when I went to LA for the movie premiere of Operation Chromite, went kind of downtown LA, went to the Koreatown and all that kind of stuff. It was pretty cool. I liked it. I mean, I guess it's like any kind of busy city. It was pretty cool. But I guess I had the touristy version. Brian from AWN kind of drove me around. We've seen bits and pieces. So yeah, so I guess went to some of the good places and stuff. So I didn't get to see the actual real LA. But I mean, from what I've seen, it was pretty cool. So it's a shame, man. You get these cool places, and then these douchebag legislators and politicians that kind of screw everything up. It's a shame.
Yeah, but on a good note, I've hit 4 jackrabbits in the drive.
Oh, nice. What's that? Like 5 points each?
Something like that.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Raptor Mom?
One poor fella jumped up into my grill.
What's up, Raptor Mom?
Hey, I finally have my kids enrolled in school. It only took 2 hours, but hey.
Oh, hey, that ain't bad.
Yeah.
Man. Well, since you're both here, you remember on Friday I was talking about the VA and, oh man, what did they do? I can't remember what they've done now.
Is that the dead body one?
Yeah, the how they left the veterans' dead bodies in the morgue for like days and weeks and months, as well as wasting nearly $500,000 on buying robots that they never used. Well, I found an article. Now, this news article is dated yesterday, so it's pretty recent, or at least the report that the article was kind of made from is recent. But I'll give you one guess as to which VA hospital I'm going to talk about.
Oh, I already know which one it is.
All right, Bobby, take a guess.
What's that shitty one where people are dying? I can't think of it. I know it's probably the one where they had the long wait times.
Yes,
and all that corruption.
yes, you're right. The Phoenix Veterans Affairs Office is still improperly canceling veterans' appointments. It has built up a new backlog of cases, and at least one veteran is likely dead because of it. The department's Inspector General said in a new report that came out on Tuesday. 2 years after they sounded the alarm about secret waiting lists, leaving veterans struggling for care at the Phoenix VA, investigators said some services have improved and have cleared the clinic of allegations that top officials ordered staff to cancel appointments. But confusion and bureaucratic bungling are still prevailing. Some veterans are waiting 1.5 years or longer for treatment, and staff are still canceling appointments for questionable reasons. More than 200 veterans died while waiting for appointments in 2015, and investigators said at least one veteran would likely have been saved if the clinic had gone ahead with his consultation. The patient never received an appointment for a cardiology exam that could have prompted further definitive testing and interventions that could have forestalled his death, the Inspector General said. The VA is still reeling from an initial 2014 report that found top executives cooked their books, cancelling appointments, and shifting others onto secret wait lists to try to make up their backlogs appear less drastic, hoping to earn performance bonuses. So let me stop there for a second. All right. So, and I touched on this on Monday, but you're a federal entity. You should not be getting a performance bonus. You shouldn't get a bonus of any freaking kind. You're a public servant. Like, if you want a performance bonus, go into the private sector, and then you'll have to do work, and you'll have to earn it. I don't understand. Like, do soldiers get performance bonuses? I don't think so. So why should politicians, or why should the VA get performance bonuses? That's a crock of shit as far as I'm concerned. Secondly, the Inspector General found that if this whole wait time crap didn't happen, at least one veteran could have been saved by having a cardiology appointment, which could have found his heart condition stuff, which would have prompted further appointments and more than likely saved his life. So the Inspector General found this. So why isn't someone being criminally charged over this? If they found they were negligent and that caused someone's death, they should be held criminally responsible for it. The article goes on to say the problems were first reported at the Phoenix VA, where dozens of veterans died while waiting for care, but investigators found similar secret wait lists and botched care at clinics across the country. Department Secretary Eric K. Shinsky was ousted, and new Secretary Bob McDonald was brought in to make improvements in the Veterans Health Administration, the branch of the department that provides care to nearly 9 million beneficiaries. Congress has also acted, passing a law that gives veterans who have been waiting too long for appointments the chance to seek care at a non-VA facility on taxpayers' dime. But lawmakers said the new report is proof that President Obama and Mr. McDonald need to start firing bad employees if they want to clean up the department. I've been saying that forever, but it's never going to happen. I think Trump has said he would make it happen, but you got to get around all the unions and all that other crap. So I don't know exactly how Trump would make it happen. The VA's performance in Phoenix and across the nation will never improve until there are consequences up and down the chain of command for these and other persistent failures, said House Committee on Veterans Affairs Chairman Jeff Miller, who's a Florida Republican. He faulted the Inspector General's report for not naming names, saying without clear lines of accountabilities, the problems won't be solved. And then it kind of goes on and on and on and on about how the VA's all jacked up. But, I mean, it's true. It's like I said on Friday and many other occasions. Until you start holding these people personally accountable, nothing's going to change.
I mean, what they need to see in this fight is what I'm thinking is, obviously something is not changing when you fire someone and bring someone else to make changes, and the same bullshit is still happening. I think the VA needs a total revamp.
Oh, right. Yeah, for sure.
Get some locket in there, write a new SOP or however of the VA, and change it. And I think you should ununionize. Is that how you say it? Ununionize the VA.
Yeah, get rid of the union.
These people are protected. Like that dumb bitch who robbed the bank or robbed the store or whatever.
Yeah.
And she can still work for the VA because she wasn't under working for the VA at the time.
Yeah, I can't remember where she was from.
Is
I think it was Puerto Rico, I think.
It is.
Yeah, but she committed armed robbery. She admitted to it, So she went to jail. She is now a felon. So the VA tried to fire her, but when she got out of jail, she appealed the decision and got hold of like the union and lawyers and stuff. And the VA overturned it. And the reason was because she wasn't on duty, like she wasn't on the VA time when she committed armed robbery. What kind of shit is that? That's like a soldier going out and committing armed robbery. Well, that's slightly different because you're working 24/7. But let's say a National Guardsman, goes out, commits armed robbery when he's not on duty, and then like there's zero consequences when he goes back to work. It don't work that way. It's ridiculous. But yeah,
I mean, with some jobs in a union, it makes sense because these people need the union backing for it.
right.
But like the doctors for the VA, they need the union. They need that insurance in case something goes wrong. But
Yeah.
all these people that are scheduling stuff and canceling appointments without getting approval for it, you're disregarding your duty to the United States by doing that. You should be fired. I'm sorry. No union should protect your ass for corrupting a system for people that need help.
Right. I agree with the union to a certain extent. I agree with it for what it was initially made, to help protect the employees against the employer. I understand that. But when you screw up, when you're negligent in your duties, the union should not be there to help you out of a tight bind. You screwed up, you're responsible. Now, if the employer's coming down on you for some bullshit reason, then yeah, the union's there to help protect you. But when you screw up, you're on your own. You screwed up. You knew the consequences. You do your freaking job properly. And kind of going back to what you said, Bobby, like people get fired, but this stuff still goes on. It's because I don't think the correct people are getting fired. I don't think it's the management or the middle management or the people that actually control this stuff. I don't think it's them that's getting fired. So therefore, the stupid practices are still in place. It's them people need to start getting fired. The middle management, the people that actually run the day-to-day policies and stuff, they need to start getting fired. So then you get new people in there that revamp the policies, that change them, that make sure the policies are being adhered to, and then that trickles down. And if the employees then don't maintain them new standards the way it should be, then they get fired as well. And eventually you'll start getting people that are like, oh man, I got to do it, otherwise I'm gonna lose my job because I see everyone's starting to get fired now. That's the only way to do it. But if you just get rid of the basic employees, you still got the management that is still pushing their own agenda or whatever it is that they want to do, which is causing these problems.
Exactly, and a great example of that is the Sergeant Major of the Army. I don't know if you ever saw personally how the morale was going down when Sergeant Major Chandler was in charge.
Yeah.
He was making all those rules and everything, and then he leaves, and Sergeant Major Daly comes in, and he says, "All right, you fail your PT test twice, you're out of the Army, but I'll let you wear black socks."
Right.
People are like, "Hey, I can wear black socks to PT. I can push myself some more." And he's like, all right, you're fat. You failed the tape, and you break 600-9, you're out.
Yeah.
But I'll let you roll your sleeves.
Your basic soldiering duties, you will maintain them standards. You will live by them standards. But you know what? The shit that really doesn't matter. You want to wear black socks for PT? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Wear it. You want to roll your sleeves? Yeah, there's no problem with that. Just because you roll your sleeves, it doesn't make you any less professional. Just make sure you do it in a way that looks nice. So, yeah, I mean, I think Sergeant Major Daly is spot on with everything he's done. And again, that's that managerial position where you need someone in there that knows what they're doing, that can not only maintain and improve the standards that are in place, but also improve the morale and the bond between the employees and their particular duties. And I think Sergeant Major Daly like hit the nail on the head. He's great at his job. I mean, I don't want to say he's one of a kind because I would like to think he's now setting the new standards that every Sergeant Major of the Army after him will continue the path, I guess, that he's set. Someone in Facebook Live said, man, I can't remember can't remember which VA they said, but they said it was excellent. They said they got a phone call. They said, "Hey, we haven't seen you in a quarter. Come in." I think it was like 3rd November or something. Yeah, I said this every single time I talk about the VA. Not every VA is bad. Not every VA employee is bad. Generally speaking, the basic VA employee, the people that you go in and interact with on a daily basis, them guys and girls want to do their jobs. The whole reason they're there is to help veterans and to give the care that veterans deserve. They love their job. They want to do their job. They can't wait to go in and do it. They love it, and they do their job to the best of their ability. Generally speaking, but there are a few bad apples within that bunch. And then my biggest beef is with the management portion, because everyone knows you have bad managers. It trickles down. You have bad employees, and policies don't get upheld, and all that kind of stuff. This whole wait line fiasco, if it was a couple of employees doing that and not the management team, then it would have been caught onto a lot sooner by the management team, and it would have been corrected almost immediately. And it wouldn't have been as big because it would only been like a handful of employees trying to do this. But it had to have come from a management side because everybody was doing it, and it was on such a huge scale across the country. So it had to have come from some type of managerial level. So at that point, you just get rid of them. It's asinine. Like I still can't understand how these people haven't been fired. It's ridiculous. And then you speak about, I think it was them 3 women who they were at one particular level. They were able to either fire or transfer some people below them, so they could then transfer into a lesser job with the same or more pay. And nothing happened to them either. I think they tried to get fired, but then they went through the whole union thing and lawyers, and they got their jobs back. Like, ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous. You do that in any private sector job, you're done. Like, done. So I don't understand it. I don't understand why the VA works the way it does. They're freaking ridiculous. Oh, man. VA. Oh.
You okay, Pi?
Oh man, I'm starting to get worked up again. I hate it. Like I don't understand how the VA is such a mess. I don't know.
Government bureaucracy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not really the government per se, because the government tried to pass some laws that would enable firing messed up VA employees. I can't remember who tried to put. I can't remember who tried to put it in, but it was a few months back. I spoke about a law that Congress had tried to pass that essentially said, you as a VA employee, if you screw up, then you're going to get fired. Tough shit. Screw your unions. Screw these lawyers. This is now a law, so if you break the law, you get fired. End of story. But because of the pressure from the unions and all that other special interest groups and all that other kind of crap, the law never passed. It's ridiculous.
See, for the unions, it's a numbers game.
Right.
The more people that are in the union, the more money the union makes.
Yep. Evelyn brings up a good point. Congress, all these politicians, Congress that. All them people, all the politicians that are in some type of power seat, they should have to use the VA. Simple as that. Now, I mean, you could say then you're taking away from veterans because they're not veterans, blah, blah, blah. You could also say they may get special treatment because of who they are and the position they hold, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. But yeah, they should be made to do something with the VA. It's ridiculous. Here's a kind of a good story. It's about time that something like this happened. And California, of all places, a California congressman wants to make it illegal to sell Purple Hearts as military collectibles, calling the practice disrespectful to the sacrifices of wounded troops. Republican Paul Cook introduced legislation last week which would make selling the medal punishable by fines and up to 6 months in prison. Online retailers priced the military honors at several $100s each, more if they can document who the original recipient was. These military collectors cheapen the Purple Heart by buying and selling this symbol of sacrifice like a pack of baseball cards, said Cook, who served 26 years in the Marine Corps before joining Congress, rising to the rank of colonel and receiving 2 Purple Hearts for injuries sustained during the Vietnam War. I'm committed to defending our veterans, and that means preserving their symbols of honor like the Purple Heart. These medals belong with families or in museums, not on some collector's auction block. Congress in recent years has made an effort to crack down on frauds by passing legislation making it illegal to claim unearned military honors, with those laws meeting mixed success in the courts. But Cook's bill would place the Purple Heart into a new protected category, keeping it away from not only just con artists, but also memorabilia collectors. Officials from the Military Order of the Purple Heart applauded the idea. Purple Hearts that are lost or stolen belong with veterans and their survivors, period, not floating around on the collector's market. The Purple Heart is America's oldest military decoration still in use. Originally established by George Washington as the badge of merit during the Revolutionary War, the honor is awarded to troops wounded or killed in action on the battlefield or by an act of international terrorism. Cook's legislation does not include exceptions for veterans who wish to sell them on their own medals, or for family members who want to sell the Purple Heart of a deceased relative. But staff said Cook's bill is aimed at collectors and resellers, not veterans. The measure is named for Private Corrado Piccoli, a World War II infantryman killed in action in 1944, whose Purple Heart was found for sale at an antique store in 2009. That discovery prompted the founding of Purple Hearts Reunited, a non-profit which has so far recovered about 300 Purple Hearts and returned them to the families of the veterans who earned them. Cook's measure faces a difficult path to become law, given the short legislative schedule for the rest of the year. Lawmakers aren't expected back on Capitol Hill until after the November elections and will face a host of appropriations and emergency funding issues in the few weeks before the end of 2016. So I think in that case, he should just probably carry on working on the legislation and then try and put it forward in the new year. I mean, no point trying to rush it through when there essentially are more important issues to be taken care of. I mean, if he tries to push it through in such a short span, then it's going to get kicked back because you're like, we got more important stuff, and then what? He's got to start from square one, or like I don't know how that works. But I think it's good that he's trying to do it. Essentially, anyone but the veteran or the family of a deceased veteran cannot sell this stuff, which is good. It's good, I think. But yeah.
So okay, the antique shop, for all they know, could a family member have sold or donated or whatever that medal? I mean, it's a shitty thing to do, I think. But
I guess they could have, but I guess there would have to be some type of paperwork, even if it's like just a short note, like Pi, am selling my medal of Purple Heart to X store, for the cost of blah 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 whatever, and then date, sign, witness. I think something as basic as that. But then, how would I don't know if the store could sell it from then. I don't know. I guess this would have to all be laid out in the law somehow. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because, I mean, the end result would end up being if the veteran or the family sells it, then, yeah, you're still going to have a whole bunch of Purple Hearts on the market. And is someone just going to buy it to not be able to sell it? That doesn't make sense to me. So I'm not sure.
I mean, especially if it's, and I'd hate to say this as a collector's item, but, past, I guess you could say war heroes. I mean, people who are history buffs, they're into that stuff. And they purchase that stuff. I mean, and of course, typically they're not doing it to turn around to sell to make profit.
Right.
It's to add to their collection. So I don't see how this law will work.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess the basics of it is just to stop the lost or stolen
valor.
Not so much stolen valor, because that's a different law in itself, and I don't think stolen valor falls under this particular law, because this is just talking about if I was to go down to, say, the thrift store and see a Purple Heart there, then I can buy it. Which I'm pretty sure I've seen maybe one or two of that type of things in the U.S. Army WTF Moments inbox in the past.
But it doesn't seem like such a common occurrence that, like, I'm not saying this law isn't worth, just dismissing. Right. It needs, as you said, they need to work on it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't give the in and outs. I mean, and it sounds like he's already got the in and outs of it because he's ready to push it up. But yeah, it doesn't say. So all that stuff may be included in it, in the technical jargon that you have to spend like 12 years working out what it actually means. But I think the basic idea of it is a good one. But I mean, and there will be exceptions. For example, let's just say I don't have a Purple Heart, but let's say I did, and let's say I lost my ribbon or Purple Heart or whatever. I'm pretty sure there's stores that you can go to and get a new one, like General Jackson's or stuff like that. Like I said, I don't have a Purple Heart, so I'm not sure if they are available to purchase. I don't know. I know your name's engraved on the back of it. So yeah, I don't know. But I mean, there has to be a way to get one if you do have one, and you say you lost yours or whatever the case may be. I
would imagine that there is.
Yeah, I know it's not the same. Like the one you get presented for your wounds and stuff. I know that's like kind of iconic and near and dear. But I mean, if you lose it, I mean, you still kind of want it. So if there's no way you can find that, or if it gets stolen. I know it's not the same one, but I mean, you'd still want one. I mean, if I had ever been awarded a Purple Heart, I would have framed that thing.
Well, of course. I mean, most people do frame that.
Right. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of them weird situations where the laws are definitely a good one, but you can definitely see some issues with it. So the details would definitely have to be worked out in some kind of way, shape, or form. Ugh. Man, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I didn't eat breakfast.
Well, it is lunchtime.
Yeah, I didn't eat breakfast. I have weird eating habits. So for the longest time, even when I was still in, I would get up, go do PT, come back, shit, shower, shave, head off to work, lunchtime, and then go home and then have dinner. Like, that was it. I would just eat one meal a day. And I guess it wasn't too bad. Like, my body didn't really struggle. I mean, now and again, I would kind of have lunch. I'd either bring sandwiches with me or just, run over to Burger King or the Shopette or something like that. But generally speaking, for the most part, I would just have dinner. And my body didn't really struggle with that at all. I know some people's body kind of get all out of whack because then your body starts storing fat because it doesn't know when it's going to eat again, and blah blah blah. And I got a pretty good metabolism, so my body churns all that stuff up anyway. So I never had a problem with that. And then I come to the realization one day, it's like, wait a minute, I need to start eating breakfast at a minimum, breakfast and dinner. So then I started I feel sick when I eat breakfast, like shortly after I wake up, but I had to force myself to start eating breakfast, like cereal or even a couple of slices of toast, and then that would start making me hungry during the day. So then I would start bringing in, sandwiches for lunch and stuff like that, or leftover dinners from the night before, like a small portion for lunch, and then go home and have dinner. And it was pretty cool. I mean, you felt a little bit more energy and all that kind of stuff. Now I'm back to just drinking coffee all day and eating dinner, and I don't know why. I don't know. But
Hey.
All right, Ty, Mom, I gotta bounce out. I gotta give a call to the VA real quick.
alrighty, buddy.
Oh, have fun.
Enjoy your 4-hour phone call.
No shit. Y'all have fun. Thanks for having me on.
No problem, buddy. Anytime. Give us a call. Let us know how you're doing.
Will do. Later.
Alrighty. Be safe for the rest of the drive.
Will do. Thanks.
Alrighty, man. Yeah. So there you go. There's Bobby doing the whole VA thing. But yeah.
We should have him do like a live report, like when he goes and gets his, butt checked with the finger.
Well, I'm sure he'll have to do that in Oregon. Once he gets there, he's going to have to like re-register and all that kind of good stuff.
Oh, where is he at now?
I don't think he said. He's halfway there. He's stopping off at a family's house for a couple of days. But yeah, he's not there yet.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. So we got about 10 minutes until we hit 1 o'clock when we normally take the break, but I'm dying for another cup of coffee. So I want to show you guys a video, and I think it's pretty cool because if you guys remember, we called out Grunt Style about the Mad Dog Challenge, and if you haven't heard of it, here's that video. So check this video out.
Hey guys, it's Redleg. Recently a video surfaced of Adam and Alex from Grunt Style feeding each other half a ghost pepper. Now it's apparent from the video that these two guys were totally unprepared for the blistering effects of between 800,000 and 1 million Scoville heat units in these peppers. It was heart-wrenching for us to watch these two suffer for the amusement of their co-workers. Bonus points to you, Adam, for kissing your wife with the hot stuff on your lips. That was a lot of fun for me. Anyway, we thought it was cute that you two fed each other half a ghost pepper. In fact, Rapper 7 thought it was so cute, he decided to challenge you to try something that was actually hot, like 9 million Scoville heat units hot. Grunt Style, we're calling you out.
You, Grunt Style, and us, WTF Nation Radio, gonna settle this score right here, dude. 9 million Scovilles. Let's have some. Think I'm fucking joking around? I ain't joking around.
If we win this contest, you idiot, we get $500,000.
Boom, what up? Say it with enthusiasm.
$5, motherfucker.
I got your bitch peppers. If you guys can't find any of the Mad Dog, you can't spring $90 for an ounce of the fucking hot shit. I'm down. Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's get it, sons. Grunt Style. I think you guys are Bush League with your heat tolerance levels. If you ain't pooping blood, you ain't doing it right. What do you want to say?
Fuckers.
So yeah, there you go. There's that video when we called out Grunt Style, and we're yet to hear anything from them. They haven't responded to us. I even messaged the CEO, the owner of Grunt Style, and I was like, hey, I got a video for you to watch. Check this out. And I still haven't heard anything. Like nothing. So I think Grunt Style is waving the white flag and calling defeat. I don't think they're man enough to accept the challenge.
Pussies.
I know, right? So we can do this one of two ways. We can either go ahead and try and challenge someone else who may have some slightly bigger balls, or we can just go ahead and do it again, just on our own. Raptor 7 do it, and just do a fundraiser type thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? But anyway, the reason I kind of brought that up again is because I found this story, this video of this idiot. To be honest, like there's no other way to describe this dude. But he decided instead of eating a Carolina Reaper, which is currently the strongest or hottest
Pepper.
in the world. Like Mad Dog is pepper extract, but the actual just grow it in your garden and the organic version is a Carolina Reaper. I think it's like 2.5 million on the Scoville heat scale. So instead of eating this thing, this guy decided to do a bong hit. Yeah. I haven't seen this video yet, so it should be interesting for all of us. But check this video out, and man, I feel sorry for the guy already. And check this out, and we'll be back in a second.
I can't focus on you guys right now because it just started the camera. Here we go. What's up, everybody? I'm Ted Barris, better known as the fire-breathing idiot. I've done a lot of stupid things on the internet, and this is probably the dumbest thing I have ever done. Adrenaline's pumping, man. I'm nervous about this. I got inspired to do this by watching some crazy bastard vape a Carolina Reaper. And then this Catfish Jackson, a Catfish something, guy eats some Reapers, and it brought me back to the days when I used to do just crazy shit, just out of the blue. And I thought, I'm gonna fucking take a Carolina Reaper and I'm gonna bong rip one. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm really, really nervous. I am a professional though when it comes to bong rips. I'm a bud tender, so I have a little expertise bong ripping things. Just not Carolina Reapers. The Guinness World Record hottest chili. See that? So this is my bowl. Oh my god. I'm just gonna rip a chunk off of this. Stuff it in there. Ooh, it's nice and oily. I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be able to bong rip this whole thing. I don't know what's gonna happen. You only live once, and this is the first time I've ever been scared to do something on YouTube. I told you guys I was going out with a bang this year. Retirement's a bitch. God damn. God damn it. God, it hurts. I can't see. I'm not opening my eyes. God, it hurts in my lungs. Right here. Oh, don't do that. God I can't even feel my arms. I can't feel my arms at all. My arms are like so tingling. Wow. This is fucking horrible. God damn. Don't ever do that. I'll be back.
There you go. Famous last words. I'll be back. Yeah, so how about that? Like I said before the video, idiot. I don't know how he could have thought at any point that would have been a good idea. Like,
Did he not think that the oils from smoking the Carolina Reaper are going to go into his lungs?
I guess not. Like, I got nothing. Like, no idea.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
His nuts are probably tingly. Yeah, they are probably, Evelyn.
Well, the reason his arm was probably tingling is because he was coughing and puking so much. Because you know when you strain, then your arms start tingling and shit like that. That's
Yeah.
probably why he was tingling, not because of the pepper itself. Like when you strain and shit, your nerves get all, I don't know, weird and stuff, and your arms start tingling and crap like that. That's what I'm guessing. But yeah, what an idiot for doing it in the first place. I don't even know how. I kind of closed out the thing, but I don't even know how many views he got on the video. Here, I'll bring it up again, because as you guys know, YouTube pays you based off of how many views your video gets.
I hope he got enough views to pay for the ER bill.
So he only got like 153,000 views in that video.
So how much is that in YouTube money?
That works out to be roughly, give or take, I think like $15.
Oh, he's rich.
Yeah, like roughly, like it YouTube money depends on the time of year and all that kind of stuff, because I mean it's advertising. So the time of year depends on how hard advertising is being pushed. Like winter's normally good months. Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah. So so the money you get is always going to fluctuate. But on average, roughly, it works out to be every 1,000 views is $1, which then translates to 1 million views is $1,000, which really isn't that much if you think about it. And you need some insane freaking video to get 1 million views. Either it needs to go viral, or you already need to have a whole bunch of subscribers, and they just constantly watch it, in which case you're normally getting, you know, like, I don't know, like 200,000 views already. If you got 1 million subscribers, you're probably getting like 200,000-300,000 views straight away. I mean, there's people that get 1 million views within a day, and they constantly do videos. Like every single day they do a video, and they get like 1 million views. Well, that's $1,000 a day, just because they have the subscribers or whatever else. But it's all about content. You need good content. So YouTube can be profitable. It's just you need to find that one that one freaking video. Oh, speaking of that, I completely forgot about this, and I wasn't going to bring this up, but since we're kind of talking about the YouTube stuff, so last week, right, my daughter's in gymnastics. She's 9. She's wanted to do gymnastics. She's real flexible and stuff. So I was like, all right, sure, yeah, we'll put you in gymnastics. So last week, they were practicing doing vaults. You know, jump off the springboard thingy. Put your hands up on the vault box. It was like a foam one. So put your hands up on the vault box and then bring your legs through your arms, like in between your arms. Well, my daughter had kind of done it a couple of times. Like I guess the basics was to jump up, put your feet on the top, and then stand up and jump off until you could kind of get that down, and then try and put your legs all the way through. Well, my daughter kind of, I think it was like her second run at doing it. She didn't spring up properly, so she just kind of landed into the side of it. So then the teacher had to do it again. So she jumped up. So here's the spring boxes here, or the vault box. So she jumped up, and then she kind of went over, but she leaned too far. So she literally kind of fell straight over the box and head first into the mat on the other side, like a straight line head first. And then her body crumbled, and like I thought she broke her neck. Like my heart stopped for a second.
I bet.
But yeah, so I put that up on my my YouTube channel, and if you guys are interested, go see that. It's youtube.com/thatpieguy. But anyway, so I put it up in there, and it's only got like 100 views. But I got an email, I think it was yesterday, from a media company saying, hey, we want to license the video of your daughter doing the gymnastics thing. So I replied back. It was like, what do you mean? Like, what's involved in it? Like, how does that stuff work? And essentially, they said that, well, there's 2 ways we can do it. We can either pay you $100 and then we own the video, or we can do a 60-40 split. So we would essentially be the manager for the video. So we would put it up on our YouTube page. We would try and push this out to television companies and all this kind of stuff. So this media company, they are the ones that own and operate Fail Army. You heard of them guys?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. So they operate that crap.
So we might see her on World's Dumbest on
Yeah,
TV.
maybe. So it says, we're the world's largest viral video licensing company. What we do is find great online videos like yours and work with the video owners to get their videos licensed to TV shows, ad agencies, and other partners we have in the media. If the TV show and ad agency who we regularly work with are interested, they pay to license the video. Our videos have been shown on shows such as Good Morning America, Ellen, Tosh.0, Ridiculousness, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and many others. The most recent viral success who worked with us was the Laughing Chewbacca Mom video. Yeah, so, I mean, we weren't making anything of it. So I figured, you know what? There's the possibility of it going up on TV and stuff. And Fail Army, they got, I think, like 11 million subscribers. So if they put it up on there, that would definitely bring in some revenue, a whole bunch more than $100. So I went ahead and said, yeah, sure, I'm interested. Let's do the 60-40 split. So I had to sign a release because my daughter is underage and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, done all that stuff and good to go. So now it's just kind of waiting for them to do their jobs and see if anything comes of it, which is pretty cool. I mean, didn't expect anything to come from it. We're not as if we're losing anything from it. So yeah, just wait and see. So she may be on like America's Funniest Videos or Tosh.0 or some stuff like that, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, it'd be her like 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty fun. She was they were practicing bars last night, and she's not the best like hand coordination type person. Like she's flexible as hell, but when it comes to like hand or feet coordination type stuff, she's a bit off. So she was practicing on the bars, and they were trying to do like the spin thing, like when you stand up and you spin like 180 degrees. Well, I guess she went to spin, and like she lost her balance and she fell off backwards. Not like a normal, just like kind of hopping off, but like I think her feet got tangled and like she literally fell. She like an uncontrollable fall, and it scared the living shit out of her. Like she kind of stood there and then she just kind of started breaking down in tears. Like it scared the shit out of her. So I called her over and I was like, hey, you'll be fine. Being scared is good. It tells you that you've got to be careful and concentrate more. Did you die? She said, no. All right, you'll be fine. Go practice again. So she went up and kind of practiced again. But yeah.
Yeah, it's my response to my kids, but did you die?
Yeah, I know, right? There was a couple other parents sitting next to me, and they just kind of looked at me like kind of weird. I think it was the did you die part that kind of got them. But no, she got back up on the bars and she was practicing and stuff. So yeah, I mean, kids need that. You don't need to baby them and stuff. Just reassure them. Oh, okay. Well, you're okay. It happens at times. Don't worry about it. You didn't die, so you'll be fine.
And then move on.
Yeah, Charlie Mike. So yeah. So she finished out the lesson. She was pretty good at that. And then yeah. So she had fun. And I guess that's what it's about at the end of the day.
So, okay. Speaking of, like, I guess you could say, I won't say moving on or anything like that, but remember Memorial Day weekend, and I sent you the article, Pi. I guess it's near Los Angeles. It's that Vietnam War memorial that somebody had painted.
Yeah, we spoke about that
a long time ago.
Yeah, we spoke about that at the beginning of the show.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah, that douchebag finally got caught. They said like I guess one of the tags was part of a bigger group or something. But yeah, we spoke about it at the beginning of the show. I hope this dude
Oh
gets.
shit! I didn't listen to the beginning of the show. I was busy, doing the whole registration with the kids.
Yeah, I hope that dude gets railed. Trying to be unbiased. I mean, I hope he gets slammed for like 10 years. But I mean, come on, we got to be somewhat fair. So I hope he gets railed for at least like 30 days in jail and then 6 months community service some military type establishment. So whether it's the VA
at the VA.
Yeah.
There we go. I mean, it can't get any worse.
On top of cleaning up all that crap that he put on there.
I think it was actually it's already been cleaned up. Like,
Oh, it
because a
has?
handful of people went down there and cleaned it up themselves.
Okay. Well, if it goes up again, he should be made to clean that, as well as doing at least 6 months community service and spending 30 days in jail. I think that's fair. I don't think that's overboard by any means.
Who knows? Maybe it might inspire him to join the military.
Yeah. But, I mean, his bail set, I think it was like $96,000.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's going to pay just under 10 grand to get out. But, I mean, that's still a hefty freaking bail amount for some graffiti. Yeah. So, hopefully the judge slams him for it as well.
I'm shocked that they caught someone, because usually they don't. It's hard to catch people.
Yeah.
Doing graffiti.
Yeah, I hope they're kind of like, okay, this is what you're gonna get, is like a year in jail and then a year community service, unless you tell us who the other idiots are, and then we'll knock it down to 30 days in jail and 6 months community service. That kind of deal, I'll be good with, because he's still getting punished, and you're gonna find out the other idiots.
Yeah, and he has to live, with being a snitch too.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna suck for him because, yeah, I mean, he's gonna be known as a snitch. But hey, is what it is, man.
Well, it's actually, I mean, not a whole lot's going on in the news right now.
No, I know. There was a story that came out the end of August that I was trying to. Well, I had planned to speak about it on Monday. I just didn't get to it. There's a video that goes along with this. I didn't have time to kind of set it up. So I'll play the audio for you guys in a bit. But coming out of Buffalo, New York, the owner of a Buffalo deli is being held on a $2 million bail bond for welfare fraud charges. Get this shit.
Okay.
Ahmed Al-Shami, who's 37, is charged with criminal possession of public benefit cards, misuse of food stamps, and criminal use of a public benefit card for defrauding the welfare system.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Al-Shami is the owner and operator of IGA Express Mart, a corner deli at 271 Ludington in the city of Buffalo. According to the Erie County District Attorney's Office, between October 9th, 2014 and March 21st, 2016, Al-Shami is accused of buying EBT, food stamps, cards from people willing to trade them for cash. He usually paid people half of what the cards were worth. It is alleged that Al-Shami would use the food stamps to buy items to be sold in his store. In some instances, it is alleged the defendant would tell the original cardholder to go to Tops, Wegmans, Walmart, or another big box store and find the items for him. The total of the purchases came to $3,811.56. The DA's office also says on March 16th of this year, Al-Shami allegedly knowing and unlawfully entered an unoccupied rental property at 37 Davie Street. He is accused of stealing the kitchen cabinets, hot water tank, and baseboard heating units. Al-Shami pleaded not guilty to the misuse of food stamps and burglary charges. Outside of court on Tuesday, his daughter flipped off our cameras while the wife said, "Are you happy now? Fuck you. Fuck America." These pieces of shit. Here's the audio from this shit.
Deli owner. They say he illegally purchased food stamps and used them to supply his store. Tonight, he's locked up on $2 million bail. Here's 7 Eyewitness News reporter Justin Moore.
You happy now? For Mr. Shami? all of you guys. America, it.
Strong words from the wife of this Lovejoy Corner Deli owner as she left his court arraignment today with their daughter throwing up the bird to cameras.
This defendant is accused of flagrantly abusing the public trust.
A grand jury indicted 37-year-old Ahmed Al-Shami for food stamp fraud. Investigators say he would exchange money with individuals to use their EBT cards, then go to big box retailers to purchase items for his store. Transactions totaling almost $4,000.
He was selling Pepsi for 99 cents a 2-liter. You can't buy Pepsi for 99 cents for a 2-liter if you're an independent store owner. You have to charge more.
Buffalo Council member Richard Fontana lives near the deli. He says a lot of illegal activity has been going on at the store, and it has been a major problem for the Lovejoy community.
He was essentially the worst store owner I've seen in my 20 years in City Hall. The
grand jury also indicted Al-Shami on burglary. Police say he went inside a vacant house and stole kitchen cabinets, hot water tank, and a baseboard heating unit.
Taking those to his store for either resale or reuse.
Al-Shami pled not guilty. Bail has been set at $2 million for the 37-year-old store owner. Since he's not a U.S. citizen, Al-Shami also facing the possibility of being deported if he's found guilty.
Every dollar that is stolen is a dollar that could otherwise be used to do public good.
In Erie County, Justin Moore, 7 Eyewitness News.
So get that crap. Get that crap.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know what? They can go back to the shithole either where they came from, and if they're born in America, fucking just send them out.
He wasn't. And his daughter looks, I would say, at least late teens, maybe early 20s. But yeah, I mean, kick them all out.
I bet you. I mean, I'm just assuming. I wonder where that the profit that he's making from these people, is it going to fight ISIS or not? I mean, for ISIS to fight, to use against us in terrorism, like.
Wait, say that again.
I know. I was kind of just rambling over my thoughts over this whole thing. Like the money that the profit, because it's pretty much purely profit that he's making.
Right?
Is he sending it to ISIS?
Nah, I wouldn't think so.
Or I don't know. It's like if you hate America that much, get the fuck out.
Well, I think they said that just to rile it up a little bit more. They're pissed off they got caught. That's all it is.
Well, I think this all started when there was a video that some guy had followed them out of the store. I mean, they had carts of soda. And I guess this guy had been watching this family saying, you guys, claiming that they're misusing food stamps, that they're, abusing the system. And they even, like in that video, they said, fuck you, fuck America, and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of heard it in the video I just played, or the audio I just played.
Was that the same video, or was that just the news story? Because there's another video of them saying the same shit.
Oh, I'm not sure. This was the one where they were walking out of the courtroom.
But yeah, this video that I'm talking about it's the same people. Well, I forget what store. I want to say it was Walmart or something. This gentleman videotaped them, got their license plate number, and that one of the chicks, I don't know if it was the wife or the daughter, was saying the same shit. Fuck you, fuck America, and all this other stuff. And what I find really funny is how these people hate our country, but they gladly have their hands open for our money.
Oh yeah, of course. And then people wonder why. I guess Americans in general get pissed off by, and I'm probably saying this wrong, so don't jump on my balls for it. But people then wonder why Americans in general lash out at like Muslims or Arabs or however you want to describe it. The same as like Mexicans. If someone that's Mexican screws up in some kind of way, then generally speaking, Mexicans get painted with a broad brush. And I guess it's the same with anyone. Like cops, for example. One cop screws up, then all cops are bad. Same kind of thing. So it's not a racism type thing. It's just human nature. You paint everyone with a broad brush because one person or one group screwed up. But what needs to happen is these groups or whatever need to then police themselves. So,
of course.
He's Arab. I don't know if he's Muslim because Muslims are freaking religion. But this Arab or Middle East dude, wherever the hell he's from, his community needs to police him up. They need to freaking come together, go knock on his door, and give him a few harsh words and straighten this douchebag out, because it's people like him that give the good people a bad name. So now, it's looked at as all Muslims or Arabs or whatever are just welfare whores and cheating the system. And I mean, the same goes for like white trailer trash people. Everyone gets pinned with that stereotype. Yeah. So it is what it is. It goes towards everyone. But what I'm saying is each group needs to police its own type of people up. It is what it is. And fraud will always go on because there's always going to be people that wants to cheat the system, try and get shit that they're not entitled to, and all that kind of crap. We just need to police up our own. It's that freaking simple. And people like the Muslim community or the Arab community, they already get a bad rap for numerous reasons. So you would think it would be even more prevalent for these people to police up their own and make sure crap like this doesn't happen. And if it does, it doesn't happen again, if you kind of catch my drift. A lot of these communities are kind of so, I guess, internal, where they won't go outside. So if someone does, screw up, the dude pretty much gets a beating of a lifetime, and no one says anything about it because they handle it by themselves. I think more of that needs to freaking happen. I'm so sick and tired of this political correctness and everyone think they're owed something and So, speaking of political correctness and stuff, I read this, and I couldn't do anything but shake my head. This is freaking ridiculous. It's coming. The article's coming from a website called AmericanMilitaryNews.com. A famous theme park shutters Halloween ride due to political correctness complaints. So this theme park shut down one of its Halloween rides because people were upset. Freaking ridiculous. A famous theme park decided to shut down one of its main Halloween-themed attractions after backlash and complaints from mental health advocates. Get this shit. If you don't like something, stay away from it. Don't have anything to do with it. There, done.
That's too hard of a concept.
Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park, California. Oh, there you go. That says it all. Shut down one of its virtual reality attractions known as Fear VR. The virtual reality attraction is a haunted house ride that follows a storyline about a possessed patient named Katie running around a mental institution. Park visitors are strapped into chairs and then are given VR goggles as they move around the attraction. In the event the ride gets too insane, people can press the panic button. The attraction, originally called Fear VR 5150, with 5150 referring to the state code involving an involuntary psychiatric hold, because they may be a danger to themselves and others. On the ride's opening day on September 22nd, the park omitted the 5150 from the attraction's name. The attraction does not have a minimum age requirement, but the theme park does mention that the ride contains extremely adult material. Many mental health advocates spoke out against the ride, saying that it was a negative portrayal of people suffering from mental illness. One person that was against the attraction was Kay Warren, wife of pastor and author Rick Warren, who lost his son to mental illness in 2013. She told the OC Register that her son was held on 5150 multiple times because he was a danger to himself. I get that someone wouldn't know what it's like unless they have a family member or themselves going through this pain, Warren said. We wouldn't use a person suffering from cancer or heart attack and leverage it to create a thrill ride. It glorifies stigma and exacerbates people's pain. After receiving multiple complaints, the theme park said in a statement that they decided to close down the attraction. They said, California's Great America is proud of its popular annual Halloween haunt event. For 9 years, we have delivered unique and immersive Halloween experiences to our fans and loyal guests. Our evening attractions are designed to be edgy and are aimed at an adult-only audience. Over the past week, we have heard from a number of people expressing their concerns that one of our temporary Halloween attractions, Fear VR, is hurtful to those who suffer from mental illness. Contrary to some traditional and social media accounts, the attraction's story and presentation were never intended to portray mental illness, as it is impossible to address both concerns and misconceptions in the Halloween timeframe. At this time, we have decided to close the attraction. Cedar Fair, the company that owns Knott's Berry Farm, also shut down the attraction at two of its other theme parks, California's Great America in Santa Clara, California, and Wonderland Park in Toronto, Canada. Following the announcement that the attraction would close, a petition was created to reopen the attraction. So far, the petition has received more than 4,000 signatures. It is a haunted amusement park. The things that exist in it are meant to terrify and disturb you. This is what people sign on for when they go to the park. That's what the petition reads. By purchasing that ticket, a person is voluntarily giving up their right to be offended by blood, gore, and humor. This attraction should be reopened, and if nothing else, a blanket disclaimer should be made that states this is not meant to make light or fun of mental illness, which is true.
You know, I was just kind of thinking, like, and I don't want to, probably going to sound like a dick for saying this, but the reason why I think mental illness gets this, spotlight in haunted houses, because you do have people who kill people due to mental illness.
Right.
I mean, you don't see people, with cancer or heart problems out there committing, murders, or they're not serial killers or anything like that. But like people who are serial killers have a history of mental illness.
Right. What's up, puppy dog? Technically speaking,
babies.
I guess I have a mental illness. I get treated at the VA for like psych shit. I'm not offended by it. Like the article said, in the petition, people go to these things to be shocked. It's a horror thing. I mean,
see, and I'm not a fan of horror shit or anything like that. So guess what I did? I don't go to haunted houses. I don't go to anything like that.
Yeah,
I'm not going to stand there or not stand there, but be a bitch about it and then write, oh, you need to take this down because it's offensive. Fuck off.
Yeah, I mean, what's the next thing that's going to happen? Are we going to boycott movies because some of these horror movies what's the name of the one? I can't remember. I think it was Jack Nicholson in The Hotel, Red Rum.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the movie, but that essentially portrayed mental illness. Are we going to ban movies like that now?
What about American Sniper? That portrayed PTSD.
Yeah. We can't do movies like this because someone gets offended. The article didn't say how many people got offended. But it
was probably one person.
Yeah, it was probably like a handful of people, maybe 10, maybe 20 people. Let's just say go on the high side. 100 or 200 people complained about it. Okay, fine. They have 4,000 signatures saying that they want to reopen the ride. Come on now. Freaking stupid. These companies are so concerned about not offending people. It's dumb. These companies need to grow some balls and say, hey, this is for entertainment purposes and for people that like this type of product. If you don't like it or don't agree with it, then don't associate yourself with it. And if that means you don't come to our park for anything, then so be it. Not a problem. Don't come. Go somewhere else. It's that simple. Well, what if I get offended that they don't have that particular ride? Are they going to make that kind of ride? No. Hell no. So it should go the other way as well. If you're offended of it, then don't go do it. It's not breaking any laws. It's ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous.
Oh, speaking, I guess, with horror and Halloween and that time of year, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of the clown sightings.
Oh, yeah.
Well, apparently there's been a few near Fort Hood. I just posted the articles in the news chat. One of them, I guess there's a threat that Killeen Police Department is investigating how somebody's threatening, I guess, a certain neighborhood on Halloween about the clown's going to be out and kill trick-or-treaters. And then there's one that was sighted near Coppers Cove High School. And then also, I guess, Killeen ISD is getting the clown threats on social media.
I'm one of them people that clowns don't freak me out. I don't give a shit. But
they don't bother me either. But if you're going to be, come after me with a fucking knife, whether you're wearing a clown suit or not, you're going to get shot.
Yeah, if especially with what's going on with clowns lately, if you're dressed in a clown outfit and you make any kind of wrong move, I will either put you in hospital or in a grave. It's that simple. I don't give a shit.
I don't know exactly where. One did get shot in the head.
Good.
He's in critical condition, but he did, which I laughed when I read that.
Good.
I fucking laughed because I was like, well, that's what your dumbass gets. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Yeah, good. I'm glad that happened. And I hope the dude that shot him got away with it. Because especially with what's going on, these clowns doing bad things, straight away that's self-defense. He acted hostile towards me. I took him out. There, simple, done.
See, and I was just I was joking around. I was like, since the clown got shot, is the circus going to riot?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Clown lives matter.
Yeah, so
Barnum and Bailey.
Use your common sense this Halloween, boys and girls. Don't be an idiot and wear clown crap. I mean, come on. If your kid wants to do it and you're going to be with your kid, then fine. There's no problem with that. But as an adult, don't be stupid. I mean, come on. Use the common sense.
I'm pretty sure a lot of this is just pranks, but it just takes that one.
Yeah, it's probably because they've seen all people are now starting to get scared of clowns because of what's going on. So people are now doing it to prank people. It's the wrong kind of thing to do because the whole clown thing is straight up freaking violence and kidnapping and killing kids and stuff like that. That probably isn't the best prank to be doing. Yeah, like I said.
What happened to old school pranks like putting Vaseline on somebody's car door handle or?
Well, I mean, it's still around, but it's this day and age. Like them kind of pranks are not funny anymore unless someone gets hurt or damages property or some kind of craziness like that. People are not interested. I don't know what it is. People are just idiots nowadays. It's stupid.
Well, it's not the wow factor anymore. I guess.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, and especially with social media, everyone gets to see everything. Oh, thank you, honey. I got special delivery. Woo.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe we can do an unboxing, see what this is about. Yeah, because of social media, maybe back in the day, you wouldn't see a lot of the pranks, and tricks and card tricks and stuff like that. You wouldn't see a lot of that stuff go on. But now with social media, you go on YouTube and find out how to do a card trick or something like that. Everyone's seen the basic pranks and basic tricks and stuff like that. So now you've got to up that wow factor, and some of it's coming into stupid stuff. Let's see. Let's open this up. I think I know what this is.
What is it?
So for Colorado, we figured we would need some kind of communication devices. Sam, go away, buddy. We figured we would need some kind of communication devices because it's going to be loud. We're going to be kind of split up at times. Look at this stuff. Got 2 big boxes here. Well, not big boxes, but...
Is it a box of dicks that I sent you?
Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Let's open this up. Feels like it's Christmas. Oh, yeah. It is. It's the radio walkie-talkie thingies. Which is pretty cool. Boom. So, yeah. So, we decided, because we're going to be kind of split up and all that kind of stuff, we're going to need some way to kind of communicate with each other. Yeah. So, we got radios. Which is pretty cool.
Moving up in the world.
I know, right? I already see issues with these, though.
Why is that?
Because...
No batteries?
The ones I originally wanted to get came with a charger, so it meant it had its own internal batteries, and then it came with earpieces as well. Well, these ones take batteries, so there's no charger, and there's no earpiece with it. So...
Is there a place where we can put in a head?
Yeah, there is a place. There's like a headphone jack type thing right there. But that means we're going to have to purchase earpieces separately, as well as, I guess, rechargeable batteries. So yeah, but they look pretty cool. It's pretty small. It's lightweight. Feels kind of rugged. Yeah, seems pretty decent. So I'm gonna have to put some batteries in these and kind of check them out. Go test the distance on this. Just do all the kind of basic stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me see. It takes 3 AA batteries. Let me see. Does it say the time that it goes? You can set some channels on it. Just basic stuff. You can lock the keypad. You can scan for channels. Let me see. What else? Come on. Sensitivity, squelch, blah, blah, blah. No, nothing. It doesn't say anything about how long. So I may have to, like I said, these wasn't the ones I originally ordered. Well, I didn't order them. Yeah, the boss did.
Oh.
But yeah, so we're gonna have to check these out after the show. But that's pretty cool. I knew they were gonna come in some kind of way. No, I don't think you can encrypt channels, D-Max. But yeah, that's pretty cool. But we definitely need earpieces because it's gonna be kind of loud, and having that hooked on your belt is gonna be kind of weird.
Yeah, we're not gonna hear it.
Yeah.
And I can see Red Leg chucking it because he couldn't get a hold of you.
Yeah, I know, right? So I'm pretty sure there's what is it, Radio Shack or something? Pretty sure they do earpieces. I don't know how much they cost. So I'm probably going to have to go take a trip and find out about all that kind of stuff. But there you go. What was we talking about? Oh, the whole clown thing. Yeah, screw them clowns. Funny you said that because I got the article here about the clown being shot in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that article here. Man, I didn't realize.
How's he doing?
Well, it says out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, a man dressed as a clown was shot on the city's south side midday on Sunday. The shooting was reported just after 10:30 p.m. Sunday at 4801 Plaza Drive. Fort Wayne police were called just after 10:30 p.m. Sunday to the address near Standish Street, just south of McMillan Park, on a report of a shooting there. When police arrived, they found a man in a clown costume shot in the head in critical condition. Fort Wayne Police Department spokesman Michael Joyner said a white-colored SUV pulled up alongside of the clown. A man was driving. Joyner said the man got out of the car and fired several shots. The man then got back in the SUV and headed north on Plaza. This isn't the first shooting that happened on this street, one of the neighbors said. They happen often down the street. Joyner said that he doesn't know why people are dressing as clowns, but he said he suspects fear is a factor across the city. I just think it's crazy. People better take those clown masks off before the coroner does. The victim's name has not been released at this time. And that's all it says about it. Now, that particular case, if they find the shooter, he's probably going to get fucked up because he just drove down the street and just shot this dude. Now, I don't know if the clown approached him. That's all it said in the article. Now, if the clown tried to approach him or something like that, yeah, maybe you can claim self-defense. Although, you're in a vehicle, the clown was not, so you could have drove away. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. But, clowns are going to get shot and messed up if they continue to do this stuff. It's that freaking simple. But I don't know if the dude deserves to die, but I'm glad he got shot.
Maybe it'll be a lesson.
Yeah, I mean, what other reason would you dress up as a clown and walk around late at night, not being Halloween? In my opinion, it's for malicious intent to incite fear. And there's been I read an article, I can't remember exactly what the article said, but I know a number of clowns have been arrested and charged for inciting fear. Yeah. So these clown idiots are actually getting arrested and going to jail and stuff for it, which is good. It's good. It's also lucky for them that they're going to jail and not to the morgue.
That is true.
So I got a story here from that Breitbart.com, Breitbart, however you want to pronounce it. It says a mother sues a hospital for discrimination for calling her transgender son a girl. What the fuck?
Yeah, I read that.
A California mother is suing a hospital for discrimination after staff allegedly called her transgender son a girl. Catherine Prescott brought a civil lawsuit against Rady Children's Hospital, San Diego, after hospital staff repeatedly called her transgender son a girl while he was alive. Prescott's son, Kyler, committed suicide on May 15th due to anxiety and depression, but he was treated at Rady's Children's Hospital in San Diego for suicidal ideation just weeks before his death. In that moment, he was in crisis, Prescott recalled to the Post. He was admitted into the hospital's youth psychiatry unit for a 72-hour suicide hold. She told the hospital staff to treat him as a boy, since all his medical records showed a name and gender change. RCHSD staff assured Catherine that all staff would refer to Kyler with male gender pronouns and would otherwise treat him as a boy, according to documents. The lawsuit, however, claimed that nurses and hospital staff kept using feminine pronouns when referring to Kyla. One employee reportedly said, "Honey, I would call you a he, but you're such a pretty girl." Kyla called his mother multiple times to explain his distress, but the hospital reportedly blocked his mother's phone number. His therapist called the hospital due to allegations, and a third of the way through his 72-hour hold, the team determined that Kyla should be discharged due to increasing... should be discharged due to increasing severe distress related to discrimination. That's according to court documents. Kyla committed suicide 6 weeks later. Prescott's attorneys argued that Rady Children's Hospital violated anti-discrimination protections in federal and state laws, including those stated in the Affordable Care Act. Prescott is seeking damages and an injunction to force the hospital to put into place anti-discrimination policies that protect other transgender children. Get that shit. I got nothing.
So he was placed in the in a hold for attempted suicide before, right?
Well, for suicide ideation. So yeah, suicide thoughts and all that kind of stuff.
So the staff didn't kill the kid.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I guess the mother's trying to push because they refuse to call her a he. They're somewhat at fault, or even the basic that they should have called her a he, and that was discrimination, regardless of the fact that the kid killed themselves.
So, like, what documentation do they have that says that they were?
Well, I guess it was just based off the kid telling the mother. Yeah, I guess that's what it was based off of.
But that person's dead, so how can they say? I mean, even if it was alive, I mean, it's between what he said, she said.
Right. Yeah. It's freaking stupid.
And of course, in there it says that they blocked. They're like, aren't most people who are on some sort of hold usually cannot call anyone?
I don't know about that. I've never been to a psych ward. I don't know. I would assume they have access to telephones.
But maybe only like certain times and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe certain times. I mean, the article says that they blocked the mother's phone number. Now,
I'm wondering, maybe the mother's part of the problem.
Exactly.
I mean, there's got to be a reason why they blocked her number.
Yeah, maybe after speaking to the mother, it sent the kid off even more. I don't know.
It wasn't its best interest.
Right, yeah. So, I don't know. Like, as always, these stories are always one-sided, unless it specifically states the other side. But since it's going to court, I doubt that, because the hospital doesn't want to push out any information because... it's being investigated, or whatever the case may be.
Well, I mean, what's going to happen is, they're going to settle out of court. I mean, typically that's what happens. Their insurance or whatever, they're just going to settle to avoid going to court.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's probably exactly what's going to happen, which is stupid, because you're just reinforcing this dumb behavior.
And the cost, is pushed on to people through, I mean, that's why the shit, insurance companies is so high, is because it's where the cost is pushed onto.
Right.
It's because of stupid shit like this.
Yeah.
And people can't accept the fact that, their loved one killed themselves because they were fucked up in the head.
Right.
They gotta go and, put the blame on someone.
Yeah, so. It's ridiculous. I mean, the article didn't mention. I mean, I read it to you guys, so you heard it. It didn't mention anything saying that the hospital was directly at fault for the suicide. I think the angle she's trying to play is she's trying to get money now because of the hospital didn't call her a he. I think that's all it's about.
And that's sad. Like,
oh, it is. Yeah.
I mean, the whole point, like, of a lawsuit, like, a lot, it's quick money, as you said. Like, I mean, if something like gross negligence happened to my children, it wouldn't be like, I wouldn't ask for money. I would be demanding that they change their SOP.
Well, she mentioned that as well, to change the policies of the hospital and stuff. But I mean, she's still after money, so it's freaking ridiculous. I mean, money makes the world goes round, and it's always a time of like tragedy and stuff that you see the real person come out, like what they're all about.
Well, yeah, like with these past, the police killings, I had to go there, but like the recent one in Cincinnati, that happened about a little over a year ago. I want to say probably in the springtime, the family was fighting over who got the money,
right? Yeah.
Of that guy that was shot.
Yeah.
Like their aunts and uncles. I mean, they were all coming out of the woodwork saying who got what money.
Oh, of course. It's freaking ridiculous.
And it's sad. It's like, you have these thugs or even people, hear something happens to them and, it really wasn't, it's kind of their fault that something happened. And their family's seeking money because of their death.
Yep.
Like, really?
Yeah. It's people are just greedy. I mean, and that's what I mean. In times of tragedy, that's when the real person comes out. It's all about me, 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 me. I remember when my granddad died, my aunts and uncles, they're all pieces of shit because they immediately came running. Oh, what money do we get? This is mine, that's mine, this is mine. Freaking pathetic. But, yeah. Well, boys and girls, it's about that time of the show again. So first and foremost, as always, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by, watching, and listening. And if you're listening to this on the podcast at a later time, thank you for taking the time to come back and check it out. Because without you guys, none of this would be possible. Secondly, I want to remind you guys that we have a show here every night of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, always starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, more often than not, you can catch me here for Liquid Lunch. That starts at 12 noon and goes until 2 p.m. Eastern. Tonight is WTF Wednesdays with Jim Beam, Raptor 6, and Raptor Not. So you can catch them guys on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then tomorrow we have Ice and the Crew with Sans Time. And then Friday Night Fuckery. And we've only got, about 7 days, a week, until we fly out to Colorado. So by this time, this time today, this time next Wednesday, there we go. This time next Wednesday, some of the crew from WTF Nation Radio will be in Colorado. I think Raptor Mom will probably just be arriving about, yeah.
Well, I'm planning on leaving at 3 in the morning.
Okay.
So it says about 8 or 9 hours to get there.
So 8, 9, 10, 11. You probably just got there about an hour or so ago.
Yeah.
So Raptor Mom would just about got there. Me and Redleg would already be there. We already found the bars and be scoping them places out. Cars wouldn't get in for about another 9-10 hours. And that's it. So if you're going to be in Colorado and you're going to get there early, make sure you hit us up and we'll meet up. But this time next week, we'll already be in Colorado gearing up for the first ever Freedom On Festival. And all the proceeds go towards the Fallen Angel Aviator Foundation. Other people that will be there will be Girls for Gunslingers, Matt Best, Rocco, JT, some of the cast from Range 15, the Article 15 guys, the Drinking Brother guys. There'll be bands, assuming we survive until all that remains. Who else? Brian Sala from Atreyu. Some other bands. It's going to be a blast. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, or if this is the first time you're talking about it and you want to go, then go to WTFNationRadio.com. The very first post you see has got all the information on there about the 5 Ws and where to get the tickets. As I said, show every night of the week. If you want to listen to us while you're on the go, you can download the TuneIn Radio app on your mobile device. Once you got that installed, just search for WTF Nation Radio and you can listen to us wherever you are. If you've got an Android device, you can go to the Google Play Store and download the WTF Nation Radio app. It's only available for Android because, well, it works for Apple devices. Just when we try to put it on iTunes, we try to pay them for 3 weeks, and they're useless. And so we was like, forget it. Don't worry about it. So if you've got an Android device, you can go download our app, listen to us, as well as some other cool stuff on there. I think that's about it, boys and girls. Once again, thank you all for hanging out with us. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. Did I forget anything, Mom?
No, just tune in tonight.
There you go, boys and girls. Tune in tonight. Once again, thank you. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Well, that's all, folks. That's my line. Step aside, babe. Let a star do this. That's all! That's all, folks!
Can I go home now?